Yo, what's good, YouTube? I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet. Doing another album review here. This one's on Lil Gotit's album he just dropped here recently. Shut the Door, Nobody Listening. I like it quite a bit. It's a pretty good album. Definitely one artist that I've always been a fan of. Him and Lil Keed and YSL and all those guys that are within that kind of group, that genre or whatever. But this was a good one, man. I really enjoyed this one. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's get into it. So there are a total of, let's go ahead and start rating this thing up. Let's see what we got. There's a total of 17 songs. Out of the 17 songs, let's see how many I got in here. Out of the 17 songs, I put 7 in my playlist, and I'll go through those 7. So I got 360 Boy, Twisting Our Fingers, Dripping in Spider, Finessing Police, Uber Outside, Oh My God, and Bow. There might be like one or two other ones that I might like. I'll always go through and recycle and listen to the songs again. But so far, I like 7 out of the 17. So let's kind of see what ratio that's going to bring us. That I don't know off the top of my head. 7, boom, for 17 songs. So it'd be like 41. So it just 41, 42. So we'll just call it like a 4 out of 10. So a little bit below average. I would probably say that's that might be a little bit inaccurate. Just for me personally, I'll go through and re-listen to the a couple more this album a couple more times just to make sure I didn't like miss a song. Like, oh, okay, I actually do like that one. I'm going to throw it in my playlist. But let's just assume it's about a 4 out of 10, um, which isn't too far off. I probably would have personally given it about a 5 or a 6. But no, numbers don't lie. I like 7 songs initially after the first couple of cycle throughs, and that's what I like so far. So I would definitely give it a good 5 or 6 out of 10. I think it's about average or a little bit above average. This would indicate that's a little bit below average, but I think it's like right on par. I think it's a good way to measure the metrics of the song or of the album. Out of those songs, my favorite one is probably the Twisted Fingers with Young Thug, because I like Thug's flow on there. I like the fact that Keed's on there, R.I.P. Keed, and I just like that beat. That beat is sounds like just grungy and just, I don't know, hardcore. I like that beat quite a bit. Um, but that's about it. But yeah, like I say, I give it about a 5 or 6 ish out of 10. The rating scale that I normally go by says about a 4. So I'd say anywhere between a 4 and a 6. So it's just kind of average, maybe slightly above, slightly below, just depending on what you like. Uh, the things I did like is, man, his beat choices are really good. I like the beat choices. I like his bars and his style. He sounds really similar to like a Young Thug and Keed anyway, so it kind of goes together that he raps with them. I wanted to see maybe a couple more features, maybe with more like one or two other different people, because it's pretty much just him on here, and then you've got the Young Thug and the Keed song, and I think he had one other. Yeah, I was gonna say he had one other Keed song, but he's got Mariah the Scientist on it. I actually didn't think that one was bad either. I don't like singing songs as much, so I didn't add that to the list. But yeah, maybe like one or two other features would have been cool, like maybe like a, I don't know, like it's like if I could have heard like a Gunna on here, that'd have been nice. Or I could hear like a Yeet on a couple of these songs, or maybe one other artist, maybe like a Little Baby or something like that. And then obviously, if Keed was still living, R.P. Keed, he'd probably be on here a lot more, because Lil Gotit and Keed, that combination was really nice to me, in my opinion. That was kind of like almost like a new age Migos in my head, kind of. But again, shout out Gotit and R.P. Keed. But overall, pretty good album. I like the beat choices. I like his bars and his lyrics. The mix and mastering, EQ, and everything sounds good. You can hear everything. You can make out what he's saying. The bars are pretty straight. Things that I didn't like are, I kind of don't like the singing song so much, because it's kind of hard to be like a sappy type singer song, but you rap about hardcore like street stuff, and then when you sing and you kind of implement some of that in there. So just the two elements just always have clashed to me, in my opinion. I think it'd just be odd to be a hardcore street dude and you might make a love song. Just for some reason, that's just, I don't know. It just throws me off. But other than that, the only other thing I did like, there's a couple beats that I wasn't too fond of. They just kind of sound kind of generic, kind of like repetitive, like they were the same. Like I was listening to the same beat and the same song, even though it was a different beat and a different song. It almost sounds so similar. It's just kind of like, okay, well, I heard this song, so this one's like this song, so I might as well. I basically heard the song. Um, that's the only thing, but that comes down to like stylizing and and being consistent as an artist, because of course your songs and your things and this and the things that are associated with you are going to all be kind of similar. Like if you listen to all my beats, they all sound very similar, but they don't all sound the same. Just like his songs sound a lot very similar, but they all don't sound the same necessarily to a degree. But they once you've heard one, it's kind of like you've heard them all. So like if you hear one of my beats, you kind of get an idea of what, okay, these are the style and type of beats that he makes. All of his beats are going to sound something similar to this. But overall, a good album, man. I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't mind seeing some more from him. I like the little skits and everything in the songs too, as well. Like the one where he's talking to the police officer, and then he's trying to pull him over. Then he says something like, "Oh wait, are you Lil Gotit? Oh, what's up, slime? Slat slat." Like that part was funny. I like those little small little skits in between songs because I kind of grew up in the era where that was a regular thing to do on albums. Like you'll have like the intro and the outro. It literally like when was buying CDs. If I had an old CD right here, I'd be able to show you. Yeah, I don't think I got one close by to grab. But yeah, it would literally be the first song would be intro, this middle, last song would be outro, and then somewhere in the middle it might say interlude one or skit one, skit two. That's kind of something that a lot of artists have gone away with. But I like those little skits. I don't want them to be long and something exaggerate, but something like like a little 10-15 minute little skit at the end of a song or in between songs was kind of cool because I know. For example, the first time I really started noticing that was like on the Wiz Khalifa era and the Taylor Older Dice era and the Currency era with Taylor Gang and all of them and whatnot with Currency, or not Roddy Rich, dang, Young Roddy and those type of guys. And whatnot. Those guys would have those like types of interludes, and those that's the type of music I was listening to. So I always kind of like the little skits and whatnot where they have like a little something, kind of keep the album entertaining, especially if you're listening from from the track top down. You'd be listening to the album, the song 1, 2, 3, 4, interlude comes in, it kind of just breaks the song up. So I do like those little skits, but nothing too long, nothing too crazy. It's very creative. I'm curious about what the naming of his album, like, what does it mean? Shut the door, nobody listening. I'm just curious. Why is that? I'm guessing because in one of the skits he's talking about, yeah, y'all shut that door. I'm in here recording. We gotta get back to the album, so maybe that's something to do with it. I'm curious what the actual name of the album means. Like, where did that actually come from? Another cool thing is, oh, he dropped this on my birthday. That's cool. I didn't realize that. Another thing that I do like about this album is the fact that it says 2024 Lil Got It. So that's it. That's basically showing you who actually put this album out. And I always enjoy seeing that the artists themselves are putting their music out because then I know they still own a lot of their material, and that's always a good sign because he's an artist that can definitely grow and become something very big and has the potential to be a lot more than what he currently is because he's already got a lot of good growth. So as long as he continues on that path, stays in the right direction, um, he's this will be good that he owns all of these albums, this music and whatnot, assuming he does, and it's all his masters and whatnot. So that's really good. But that's really about it, guys. I want to keep it short and sweet, man. Not too long. Don't want to take too much time for you up for you guys. Sunday, I got a video request for um, uh, another supporter of mine that wanted me to go over some stuff in FL Studio. So we'll be back in FL Studio probably next week, maybe the week after. Just kind of depends on what my schedule's looking like on what I'm trying to show you guys and teach to you and what other questions I have. Because I try to hit my questions in order and, people and do my album reviews because I enjoy doing the album reviews. People aren't asking me to necessarily do this. Some people will ask for certain ones. But I actually enjoy doing the album reviews, kind of giving my feedback. But I also will do album reviews and song reviews on you guys' music if you're interested in that. So drop a comment in the comment section if that's something you'd be interested in. But that's all I got for you guys today, man. Leave a like in the on the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the dislike button if you dislike it. Either which way, just interact with the video. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you want to see and what else you want from me. What kind of videos, tutorials you guys want to see here. If you guys want to see more album reviews and things of that nature, I might even start to kind of do a video reviews. My only thing about that is I have to be playing the song in the video, and I don't want to have any copyright issues and whatnot. But I'll kind of try to figure how I can work that out. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Milan makes beats on all my social media. If I got it, you'll find me. If I don't, you won't. That's it, man. We just keep it short and simple, and we'll be back next week. Peace.